Good morning, student. Welcome to Vidut Board Vidyalaya English Medium in the Commerce section, 11th Standard Commerce. Today we are going to start with business organization. First of all, let me introduce you. Myself, Kunal Dhal. I am going to teach you two subjects: economics and business organization. Today we are going to start with business organization. Let me brief you what is business organization. It is a universal subject which is taught in each and every field. After your 11th and 12th standard, when you go to the college, whether you are in science, art or profession or anything related with the studies, you will have one subject, that is business organization. So it is one of the universal subject which is presented everywhere in each and every country of the world. Today we are going to start with the first chapter, that is business organization. Chapter name is nature, purpose and scope of business. We are going to learn how business organization has different topics and related to the ancillary services and related with the businesses. In business, or there are two types of activity. First is economic activity and second is non-economic activity. Meaning, activity carried out with the objective of economic benefit is considered as economic activity. Economic benefit means money. Any activity which is carried out to get money is considered as economic activity. Then second is non-economic activity. Activity carried out of love, affection, fear, emotion is considered as non-economic activity. Suppose your mother is cooking food for you, that is, she is doing it for love, that is non-economic activity. Then affection, your sister is taking care of you, that means an non-economic activity. Fear, due to your father's fear, you are doing some work, that is non-economic activity. Emotions, you are doing something for your friend, that is you are doing out of emotion and affection for that friend, that's why you are doing, that is non-economic activity. Objective of economic activity is benefit, is money. Here we get money in return. While in non-economic activity, we are not going to get anything, but motive is social services. Then the example of economic and non-economic activity. Teacher teaching in school is economic activity, while teacher teaching his own son is non-economic activities. When something we are doing for getting something in return, that is teacher teaching in school, and what they will get the salary over there, that's why it is an economic activity. While teacher teaching his own son in the house, they are not going to get salaries, so it is a non-economic activity. Expectations, here profit, salary, fees, etc. are the expectations of economic activity, and in non-economic activity, social services are its expectations. Profit, salary are in money form, social services, they are not in money form. Types, business, profession and employment are the types of economic activity, while non-economic activity do not have any types, means it does not have any type. Risk and uncertainty. Economic activity, more risk and uncertainty is seen. Suppose you are doing the business and you are getting the loss, then there are chances of risk and uncertainty. While in businesses, in non-economic activity, you are not getting any risk and uncertainties. So, students, we have seen difference between economic and non-economic activity. Let me brief you with the definition. Any activity which is done to get something in return is economic activity, while an activity which is done out of love, affection, fear and emotions, that is considered as non-economic activities. Now we are going to see types of economic activity. There are three types of economic activity. There are three types of economic activity: business, profession and employment. Today we are going to start with the or learn business, first economic activity. So what is business? Business means any legal activity with the motive of profit. Legal activity, legal in the eye of law. If anything you are doing in the eye of law, legal business, legal work is considered as business, and profit is the reward of business. So business means any legal activity with the motive of profit is considered as business. Now let us see the characteristics of business. First characteristic of business is objective of profit. What is profit? See this point first. It is a difference between cost price and the selling price. So as the formula which you have learned in maths in early standards, profit is selling price minus cost price. Suppose selling price is 20 rupees, cost price is 10, then 10 is the profit. So we can say profit is the difference between cost price and the selling price. Now profit is most important. No business is possible without profit. If you are not getting profit, that means we are not doing business. So business is possible when we are getting profit. Profit is barometer of business. Efficiency of business can be known with the help of barometer. Suppose if you have a fever, we can measure that fever with the help of thermometer. Similarly, if you want to know the efficiency of business, you need a profit. So profit is considered as a barometer of business. Now, second characteristics, exchange of goods and services. Business involve exchange of goods and services. Goods in tangible form and services in intangible forms. Goods, example, fan, fridge, TV, etc. These all things, fan, fridge, TV, these all things you can see. So these are the goods in tangible form. While services is invisible form, example, electricity services. In order to run fan, fridge, TV, we need electricity services which is intangible. So business can be done for tangible goods as well as for the services. But there should be exchange of goods and services to get something in return. Now, third characteristic is risk and uncertainties. There are two types of risk. Man-made, caused by man. Example, fire, theft, robbery, etc. Risk which is caused by man is considered as man-made risk. Example, fire, theft, robbery. And natural risk caused by nature. Example, flood, earthquake, etc. Those risks which is caused by nature are called natural risk. Example, flood, earthquake, etc. In order to protect your business from such risk, we can take insurance. What is insurance? We are going to learn in the next chapter. But business has these two risks, man-made risk and natural risk, which may affect your business in the coming days. Continuous activity. Now the fourth characteristic is continuous activity. business activity is need to be continued. It should be done on the daily basis. Example, a trader construct a house for his residence and then later sell it to the earn profit. It is not a business. For example, trader who has a provision store, he construct a house. Suppose a trader construct a house for his residence, and then if he sees that he is getting profit by selling the house and he sells the house for the profit, then he is not doing a business, because his real work is provision store, but he gets the profit, that's why he sells the house. So it is not a business. Means business should be always in the continuous form. Now the fifth characteristics, creation of utility. First of all, what is utility? Providing satisfaction to the consumer with the use of goods and services is utility. Anything which has power to satisfy consumer is considered as utility. Suppose fan has a power to give you air. They satisfied your utility. They satisfied your consumers' satisfaction by giving them the air. So fan has a utility for consumer. It has three forms: form utility, place utility and time utility. First of all, form utility. Form utility, changing form of goods. Example, food to furniture. Suppose wood which is available from the forest, it has no utility over there, but when that wood is converted to the furniture have more utility, which means changing wood into furniture, that is changing the form of one wood into the another creates the utility. So form utility is the first type of utility. Then second is place utility, changing place of goods. Example, sand from river bank to construction site. Now, sand which is available on river bank, it does not have any utility over there, but when this sand is transported to the construction site, then that sand can be used for constructing the building or constructing the house. So that sand, when it is transported from river bank to the construction site, its utility increased. So changing the place of one good to another place, it creates the utility. Now third is time utility, changing time of goods use. Example, raincoats. Raincoat does not have any utility during summer, but when the monsoon comes, raincoat have the utility. So when time changes, utility of certain product created. Change in the time creates the utility of the product. For example, raincoat is more useful, it has more utility during monsoon than any other season. Sixth is requirement of money. Money is needed from beginning to the end of business. Why money is needed? For purchasing raw materials or for purchasing assets. What do you mean by assets? Anything which is used in the business for producing something is considered as assets. For example, if a business has machines, if transport business has vehicles, if production unit has producing machines, fixtures which things which are fixed over there, these all are assets. these assets are need to be purchased for running the business, and for that we required money. So money is needed to start the business, to run the business, even to end the business we require money. Now the last one is economic activity. Business is a part of economic activity. Economic activity means an activity which is done to get something in return, which we have learned in the economic activity definitions. So students, today we have learned economic activity and non-economic activity difference. Economic activity which is carried out to get something in return, while non-economic activity which is done out of love, affection, fear and emotions. Then we have learned types of economic activity: business, profession and employment. In business, any activity or any legal activity which is done to get profit is called business. Then we have seen 7 characteristics of business: objective of profit, exchange of goods and services, risk and uncertainty, creation of utility, requirement of money, economic activities. Lecture we are going to learn objectives of business. Thank you.